Do you support reparations for Black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
Right? That's what I want to say every time I hear that shit. Good evening. The Villager on Deck. I'm here twice in one day. So, I appreciate everybody that checked out the earlier stream about Deion Sanders, the culture sculptor, and anybody that's going to check this one out. It was an interesting stream. I was able to do something about sports, but not really about sports. It was about the man, not the myth, the man. Not the myth, the man, not the myth. I did a little Umar early. So tonight I am actually going to do something about the woman who is actually the myth. She's a woman, but she's also a myth. Miss Kamala Harris, Mrs. Kamala Harris Imhoff. I don't know why she doesn't use Doug's name. I mean, she likes to be versatile like that. And, she is the first Black woman VP and also one of the most influential Asians all at the same time. I mean, she smoked weed listening to Tupac records while she was at Howard in 1986. She has such a diverse background. I don't know why, we really can't get her solved. But tonight, I think we're going to be able to do it because I have now figured out she is literally the most truthful person in the Biden administration. She's the most truthful person in the Biden administration. Brother Emmanuel, good evening. We're going to kick it about your vice president tonight, Brother Emmanuel. So I figured it out. I finally figured it out. She is the most truthful person in the Joe Biden administration. And it looks like he's going to be picking her up on his gingerly walk to 24 because he's not running in 24. Joe's not doing anything that even resembles running, okay? He's going to be walking briskly, softly, with his orthopedic shoes on towards the election in 24. If he makes it. Now, I'm not wishing death on nobody, but He is 81 and quite frail, and he's fallen several times during his presidential administration. But when she said this,
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
that pretty much sealed her fate running for president. And then Joe went back and got her, because they said you need a Black woman to win, Joe. You're gonna need a Black woman to win. You need a Black woman to win. And it was between her and Nina and what's the other one's name down there in Georgia? Big legs. She ran for governor. I forgot her name already. Stacy, yeah. You know, they said he needed a Black woman. And I knew Nina wasn't going to get picked. Okay, I already knew Nina wasn't going to get picked, because even though she kind of militant, there you go, Abrams, there it is. Thank you, Stacey Abrams. Even though Nina's militant, she's also a Bernie rider, which I'm kind of conflicted with, because she's always on the side for us until she says she's with Bernie, because Bernie's not on our side. So it was kind of weird. And then you had Stacey Abrams, who was, I'll say she's coddling to Black men. I don't really think she's coddling to straight Black men. I think she's coddling to gay Black men. I think she likes the brothers who like brothers, you know, because I think she's a sister who likes sisters. And that's okay, because she's never really spoken really highly of brothers. Like when she was marching around doing her thing, campaigning and going to all them little harlots concerts, and then she met up with all them metrosexual brothers down in Atlanta at that upscale cigar bar, wherever she was, in barbershop. She was never really going where real Black folks was. She was going where a whole bunch of bourgeoisie fraternity people was there. And I'm not saying it all, you know, fraternity guys are gay, but the ones that she was meeting up with, a considerable amount of them were gay. And the crazy thing was, it was really funny that you never saw any women around any of these places that she went where Black men were. So I always just assumed she was just meeting up at the boys' spots. You know, why wouldn't you want to have women there? You know, why wouldn't you want to have no sisters there? But when she did hang out with sisters, it was at the Twerk Fest and at the concerts and all that stuff. And, you know, that kind of sealed her fate. She was pandering a little bit too much to people that really weren't going to vote. I mean, let's just be honest. Those people weren't going to vote. And it is what it is. So I'm here to talk about Kamala's truthfulness. I mean, it's done come out now, y'all. And probably most of y'all are up on this. However many people end up watching this video, I'm probably late delivering this news to y'all. And if I am, I get it. I appreciate you tuning in. If I'm not, you about to learn something. What you're about to learn is how Kamala Harris Imhoff is the most truthful person in the Biden administration. Because when she said this shit,
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
She meant it. She meant it. So let's just, you know, before we even go too deep in this thing, let me go in and get right and get this thing here situated. Oh boy, this is going to be very interesting tonight. Very interesting. I'm not interesting, but this whole situation, because once I read this thing, I was like, oh no, she done did it again. She done duped us again. And that's okay. I get it. I get it, because we continue to let her dupe us. We continue to let her dupe us, you know. But see, I'm off the vote blue no matter who. I really actually was never really on the vote blue no matter who train. Okay. I'm just being honest with you. I was really not on that train. I was voting primarily Democratic. I get it. but I was not on the vote blue, no matter who, jigaboo train. Didn't she blurt something out by mistake about the population? She may have. I don't know. Maybe that's something you about to introduce to me. Good evening, Sister Jasmine. But what she did do was she showed once again. Uh-oh, what did I do there? Let's come on back. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
And I'm about to show you exactly what she meant. Oh, she said something about depopulation? Oh, boy. Maybe she's trying to cancel Joe out. Maybe she don't want to run in 24 with Joe. She don't want to run in 24 with Joe. If she talking about depopulation, boy, I tell you, that might not have been a Freudian slip. Okay? That might not have been a Freudian slip. Depopulation, and they, oh boy. You know, she's got her gaffes too. She's got her gaffes. And people really stopped talking about hers because they were coming so frequently early on. They kind of just left Kamala alone. We didn't see Kamala for months, remember? We didn't see Kamala for months. And then all of a sudden, she starts showing up. They start flying her out. She was getting flued out. She was going to these different countries, getting flued out. Good evening, ex-Freedman. Comma, chameleon, the laughing hyena. Don't come in here. Don't come in here jumping the shark, ex-Freedman. Don't come in here jumping the shark, because you know I'll get with y'all when y'all jump the shark.
Slow down, everybody. No. Can I get a witness?
Boy, I tell you, I'm ready for y'all tonight. Yeah, she get to cackling, boy. You already know she about to lie, or she's already done lied, or she's in the middle of lying. Oh, yeah. When she get to cackling, we already in trouble. We know. So what I want to talk about tonight, though, is her truthfulness. And you already know where I'm at with this. You already know where I'm at. She already said it.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
Yeah, she said it. She said it a few years ago, but we here now. We here now. She's a bumbling idiot and a train wreck in interviews. Yeah, she shouldn't really do nothing live. She should do her interview and then go back into the post-production room and just take out all the stuff that just makes her look stupid. Now, at that point, you might only have about a 30-second commercial, but it is what it is. So where we are with this thing, if y'all haven't seen or heard about the new lie, the new lie, Vice President Kamala Harris announces $125 million to support Black small businesses. Have y'all heard about this? Vice President Kamala Harris announces $125 million to support, to help Black small businesses. A lot of people ain't heard about this. And if you haven't heard about it, Kamala wrote a song about it. Like to hear it? Here it go. So, look at her. She poised to lie, boy. She poised to lie. Look at her. Okay. Vice President Kamala Harris is making it her mission. Her mission. We already know when it's her mission, we in trouble. To even the playing field for Black entrepreneurs who historically suffer from underfunding and face difficulty accessing capital. Harris announced the Capital Readiness Program and the 43 winning organizations, a mix of nonprofit, community-based organization, private sector entities, and institutions of higher education located across the country, who will act as incubators for BIPOC. There you go. It's over. I really don't need to read anymore, but I'm going to have to continue just to give it its rightful impact. But when she put BIPOC in there, we already knew it was fucked up. She said black people. Now it's BIPOC. Oh, but it's going to get worse. BIPOC-owned businesses. President Biden and I firmly believe that for America's economy to be strong, America's small businesses must be strong. And I am proud to announce that we will invest an additional $125 million in small businesses across the country through a national network of small business incubators and accelerators. Incubators and accelerators. Boy, that sounds like it's going to be something big. Harris said, President Biden and I are fighting to ensure that every entrepreneur in America, everyone, now they're gonna do this with 125 million. Every entrepreneur in America, no matter who they are, or where they live, can access the capital to start to grow a business and create jobs and thrive. Okay. According to Afro News, the Capital Readiness Program is the largest ever direct federal investment into small business incubators of its kind. The organizations are partnering to assist and train underserved entrepreneurs seeking resources, tools, and support to start to scale their business in high-growth, high-wage industries such as healthcare, climate-resilient technology, asset management, and infrastructure. The Biden administration commitment to small businesses is part of its plan to grow the economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down. See, when they get to doing that shit, y'all get dizzy. The middle up and the bottom up. The middle out and the bottom up, not the top down. Okay. As the president and vice president have overseen, because they oversee us for sure, the disbursement of nearly $10 billion through the Treasury Department's Small Business Credit Initiative, SSBCI, among winners for the new plan, listen, are the Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Whoa. Wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be for black businesses. Among the winners for the new program are the Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Foundation in Phoenix.
Did you say nigga?
Yeah. Bridgeway Capital in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This must be something for us. Here we go. The Urban League of Greater Atlanta, Georgia. That's got to be some Negroes, right? Then the Northern Great Lakes Initiative in Marquette, Michigan. So somebody in my state's getting some money. I feel good about that. I feel good. And the Capital Region Minority, minority, that's probably black too, right? Supplier Development Council in Silver Spring, Maryland. All right. So that's the end of it. Okay? That's the end of it. That's all it gave us. And we can go all the way back up here to where it was talking about BIPOC. Then we can go all the way down here where it's talking about Hispanics. That's where I got a little leery with this whole thing. Did she ever give small black businesses money? Well, did they ever? Well, here's the thing. I don't know what they've done in the past, but I know what they're planning to do. And when I looked at this situation here, I was like, okay, I just can't let this ride, right? I can't just let this ride. What I got to do is I got to do a little bit more research, because they gave the places. They gave the places of who was getting some money, right? I mean, it told us, that the Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Foundation of Phoenix, Arizona, I really don't need to look at that. I don't need to look at that. I already know who getting that money. Hispanics. They not black. I'm not sure why they're a part of this program. It said at the beginning of that article that she was giving money to black folks, black small businesses. You heard me, black small businesses. But it looks like she's not giving money to black small businesses if the first business they giving money to is the Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Phoenix, Arizona. So we should look more into this. And who else is getting some money? Because I need to know. I need to know. So since we know the Arizona Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Foundation of Phoenix, Arizona, we know they ain't black. Let's look up Bridgeway Capital in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, shall we? Let's find that. I'm going to go in here, go looking for, because I got them saved. I went and found them. I went and looked them all up. Sure did. Yeah. So I'm hoping that this shares amicably. Bam. Did it come up on the screen? There it is. There it is. Bridgeway Capital. Okay. Pittsburgh, PA. All right. This is who they gave money to. This is who they gave money to. All right. And let's see who. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Right there in the middle of your screen, TJ Bajowick. He don't look black. TJ don't look black. TJ brings over 2 decades of diverse banking experience to Bridgeway Capital, working for a Pittsburgh-based super regional bank. He most recently focused on credit portfolio management and strategy and policy and development and regulatory compliance and governance and process improvement. He also has an extensive experience in managing commercial real estate problem assets and a corporate finance account manager and credit analyst. TJ holds a BBA in finance and a business economics from the University of Notre Dame. But it doesn't show me that TJ is black. And this money was supposed to be going to black folks. Why is this money going to TJ's company? TJ ain't black. TJ look black. He ain't black. Yeah, that's right, Jasmine. Wow. We've only just begun. Yeah, that's TJ. He's the president and CEO. And when you go back to look at the situation that we was dealing with on the other thing, and what did it say? It says she was going to be dealing with some black businesses, black small businesses. And TJ's business is not black, but it's Bridgeway Capital in Pittsburgh, PA. Yeah, that's where we are. Next, let's go to the Urban League of Greater Atlanta. Now, like I told you, we're gonna go to the Urban League because the Urban League, I think the Urban League, we should be in pretty good shape if we looking for a black business. Okay, because I believe the Urban League is actually a non-profit. If I'm not mistaken, it's a non-profit business. Okay, and if y'all don't know who runs, it popped right up on me. All that light-skinnedness hit me right there in the face. Look at these folks. Look at all these light-skinned folks. Tools of white supremacy. Light-skinned tools of white supremacy. Yeah. That's your leaders. That's your leaders right there. That's who you're going to look to when you look to the Urban League in Atlanta. Oh, yeah. And really the leader is the one that's on the far left, Mark Morial. Boy, I listened to a radio interview of him, and he got hot. They started questioning him, started pushing him in the corner, and Mark got feisty. He got feisty. Oh, my goodness. He was like, I feel like I'm being challenged. I feel like I'm being challenged. Oh, we got some light-skinnedness up in here. What's up, John Henry? You heard light-skinnedness, and you started itching. Oh, yeah. So what we going to do, we're going to look at this. We're going to look at this as a situation of, we already knew this, right? TJ sounds kind of black. Yeah, see, they tried to get us. They didn't think we was going to go looking and finding TJ. But I went and found TJ. And TJ for sure ain't black. Okay? He definitely ain't black. We can see TJ ain't black. Okay? But I tell you what, TJ ain't black. No, he ain't black. But that's okay. Because these Negroes ain't black either. So it don't even matter. It don't even matter. They ain't black either. You got Hakeem. You got Corey. And what's that one up in the far right? What's her name? I forgot her name in the red. I forgot her name. Either way, they all some bourgeoisie, milquetoast ass, light-skinned politicians that we can't trust. And Mark Morial, he came from some halfway decent stock. He came from, his daddy tried to do something back in the day, back in New Orleans. But Mark Morial, he's about as middle of the road as you gonna get. He's about as middle of the road as you gonna get. The Mulatto League of Atlanta. The Mulatto League of Atlanta. What'd you say? She trying to pull a fast one like Okie Dokie Obama used to do. Absolutely. She's trying to pull the wool over your eyes. She's really trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I like that one. A Mulatto League of Atlanta. So he might have gave a little on his mama's side. Yeah, okay, whatever. So where we are, we got the Urban League, we got Bridgeway Capital, and we got, what was the other one called? The other one's for the Hispanics. That's right. Yeah, we already done got the Hispanics taken care of. Anything that black people gonna get, remember, anything that black people gonna get, other people gonna get. She said that at the beginning. Y'all remember, she said, let's be clear about something. Anything that helps everybody else is gonna help black folks. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm only gonna do something for black people. No, that's what she said. And that's what she meant. If she gonna give us something, she gonna give somebody else something. And we already done seen, she done gave Hispanics something. And I'm pretty sure, John Henry, that TJ is not black. I don't think TJ's name stands for Tyrone James, okay? Something tells me that TJ's name is not Tyrone James. His name is probably Thomas Jefferson. That's probably what it is. Thomas Jefferson DeWajawak. But let me go ahead and find another one. Because, see, I'm a cynic. I'm a total cynic. I knew some shit was up with this. You hear me? I knew some shit was up with this. Okay? So let me go ahead and find. Let's go back to where we at. Where we at, Kamala? That's that. We got to get back here. Here we go. We looked at the Hispanics. We looked at the whites with Bridgeway. Then we looked at the light-skinneds with Mulatto Urban League of Atlanta. Now we go into the Northern Great Lakes Initiative. That's right here in the mitten. John Henry, that's right where we are. We getting some bread in the mitten. We got to go up to Marquette to get it, though. Northern Great Lakes Initiative in Marquette, Michigan. All right, let's check them out. Let's see what they got popping. All right. Let's see what they got popping. Yeah. They did a little restructuring, so they called now the Northern Initiatives. Oh, yeah, I looked it up. And I looked it up. I did a little research just to make sure I was talking to the right place. And I'm going to show you that I looked it up. I did some research on this. Taharka got me into research mode now. I can thank him for putting me on the research trail. If I'm going to say something, I'm going to back it up. I'm going to be able to back it up. Boy, I've been watching him just crush Tariq for the last several months. So he did all that research. The least I can do is research my stuff. But here we go. Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it. Here it go. Bam. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, yeah. The Northern Initiatives. Look at the leadership here. President Elissa Sangale. Vice President Chuck Hurst. Chief Strategy Officer Amanda Blondeau. Accounting Manager Jill Miller. Lending Team Colleen Dufflo. Commercial Lender Lucy McCraven. Commercial Lender Norma Jazwinski. Uh-oh, but they got a brother in there. Look at Bernard. Look at Bernard. Yeah. Bernard is soul brother only one. He ain't got to be soul brother number one. He the soul brother only one. And then you got commercial lender, commercial lender, commercial lender, credit manager. Uh-oh, Natalie Farley. I think she married into something because she definitely don't look like she Caucasian. She got a little Asian in her. Matthew Shaw, Amber Granziger. And rounding it out is Brenda and Michelle. So they got one black person and he's a commercial lender. But when you got to go talk about who owns the business, it's Elissa. Second in command, Chuck Hurst. Chief Strategy Officer, Amanda. And Accounting Manager. That's your top brass right here. This is your top brass right here. It don't really look like it's a black-owned business here either. Now, maybe it's just me, but I don't think Bernard is a part of the top brass, seeing he's on the second row and he's a commercial lender like 18 other people. They might have just put Bernard in there for the EOE picture. EEOC picture. Yeah, his name is Bernard. Bernard, yeah, the token black. Yeah, bus token black. That's what he is. Mm-hmm. Well, Kamala really done acted a fool on this, I'm trying to tell you. She really done acted a fool on this. Now, we've done given money to the Hispanics. We done given money to the whites with TJ. The Mulatto League of Atlanta. We already know the Urban League don't do shit for us. Okay. And after listening to Mark Morial go sideways in that interview, he was getting cornered about who he really helps out here. And then he got really upset when they said, "Do you consider yourself a leader?" He said, "Yeah, I'm a leader of the Urban League." I was like, oh shit. Mark done got hot. Mark got hot on the mic. I'm like, damn. He said, "Yeah, I'm a leader of the Urban League." I was like, oh boy. So where we've gotten one for the Hispanics, two for the whites, and then we got the Mulatto League of Atlanta, who don't really do shit. The Urban League does for black folks the same way the NAACP does for black folks. You understands me? The Urban League of Atlanta or any other urban league around the country does for black folks the same way the NAACP does for black folks. And we already know what the NAACP does for black folks. If you don't know, stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a stream on them too. Everybody want to know why I kind of laid low for a minute, because I had the NAACP folk looking at me kind of sideways. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get all my background and all my facts straight. And I really wasn't going to give them too much heat, like real quick. I wanted to let it marinate. Now this whole school board thing done died down, and I'm about to cook their ass slow. So when y'all see me getting the skewers out and getting some apples, yeah, we gonna put some people on the rotisserie, and it's gonna be colored people from the National Association of No Advancement. So yeah, we got one for the Hispanics, two for the whites, and one for the mulattoes. All right. So if y'all keeping score, we losing. Just letting you know. If we keeping score, we losing. So who's next? After that, we've got the, oh, I wanted to prove to you, my fault. I didn't slip this name in here and change. Oh yeah, I'll show you what I did. I Craig. UP awarded $10 in the event. You see that? Hope had more than 600 jobs in Michigan thanks to a recent grant. But they up in Marquette, that ain't on the basketball team. A Marquette-based nonprofit lender, Northern Initiative, is hoping to create more jobs throughout Michigan. Northern Initiative started as a part of the Northern Michigan University 30 years ago. It is now an independent nonprofit. We loan to small businesses across the UP. How many Black folks live in the UP, John Henry? And as well as the rest of the state. We have expanded. We also have technical assistance to help those businesses thrive, said Alyssa Sangali, Northern Initiative's president. Bam. Y'all understand now? I did my homework on this. I did my homework. Yeah, sure did. Did my homework. And that's okay. That's okay, because Kamala lied. She lied on this. But she came through in the end. She did come through in the end. Let me show you. Let's just go. When we gonna get to the good part? We about to get to the good part. We about to get to the good part. Yeah. We about to get to the good part. Kamala said she gonna help the underserved. The underserved. Okay. Let's go ahead and skip this one over here. So now we are looking at the Capital Region Minority Supplier Development Council. Okay. They go by CRMSDC for short. Oh, and it's some Black folks. Yeah. They having all kinds of little things going on. See, they actually been in business for a while. They've been in business for a while. Okay. And the CEO, let me go ahead and get to who we are. There we go. Board of directors. The board of directors led by the woman in the middle, Sharon Pender. Now, Sharon's doing well for herself. You can tell she's doing real well for herself. Okay. And I saw this as a thriving, looks like to be a Black-owned business. It says Capital Region Minority Supplier Development Council. Okay. And vice first chair, diversity and equity inclusion. It's always good to have a DEI person that's Black. I get tired of seeing DEI people that's white. And then you got Shakira Garcia over on the left side. Now, I don't think she's actually Black, but you know, her name is Shakira Garcia. So it is what it is. But the Hispanics got money already. So maybe she's, you know, she's the National Director in Supplier Diversity and Sustainability, Caesars Entertainment. Okay. And then we get down here to Angeli. She's the second vice chair. And then you got Tracy Edwards. And then James Reed. James Reed. Now, I don't know if that's Lee and he spells it Ree or pronounces it Ree, or is it James Lee and it's Ree? I don't know. Maybe it's just James Ree. But we do got a few people at the bottom here. Managing partner, nice, Graylin Smith and Sonia Hobson. Okay. Can't say nothing about that. Committee chairs and special advisors. A lot of Black folks in here. So I appreciate that. But when I look at situations like this, and I looked at Sharon and I was like, you know what? That's Sharon of today. I need to go find out what Sharon looks like of yesterday. And it wasn't that I didn't believe Sharon. It wasn't that I didn't think Sharon could be who she was, but I wanted to see who Sharon was, who Sharon had been. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see who Sharon had been. And what I found out was Sharon, she came up. And when she came up, boy, her beautification bill went up a little bit too. This was Sharon back in the day. Yeah, this was Sharon back in the day. Let me go and come out the screen so y'all can get a good gander at Sharon. That's Sharon back in the day. I tried, brother. I tried. Taharka has inspired me. Who's Sharon married to? Now mind your business, ex-Freedman. Don't be getting all up in here and getting personal. Just cause Sharon got that divestment thing going on right now. I mean, let's take it for what it was. Let's take it for what it was. You know, Sharon's looking good now. Look at her. Makeup's tight. She got that divestment wig on. Yeah. Yeah. Salute the sister. Jasmine said, oh, damn. I'm just trying to tell y'all, I did my homework on this because I knew something was funny. When they said they was going to give up $125 million to Black folks, I was like, there's some shit in the game. There's some shit in the game. And boy, oh boy. So what did Sharon have to do to get her hair right? To get her makeup tight? And she probably married white. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. I can't say she did. But, you know, there was other pictures and things like that that I seen of her back in the day. And I was like, yeah, you can kind of tell when she came up. You know, you can kind of tell when she came up and she started, you know, she started getting the sew-ins and wearing the wigs and stuff. I mean, truthfully, I prefer the sister like this. You know, I mean, if she want to throw some makeup on and everything, but I prefer like just show me the natural. I want to see the real you. I want to see the real you. What's up, doctor? Sharon used to look tore up from the floor up. Hey, man, she was going with a natural look. You know, she was just going with a natural look, brother. You know, don't condemn the sister, you know, because she went on and got her thing right. You know, she went on and got her thing right. She's like, girl, they just dropped me some grant money. We moving up a little bit. And she went in there and she probably let her hair grow a little bit, you know. You know, always let the hair grow a little bit so they can get the cornrows in it, and then they can just lock that wig onto it, you know. Get that sew in right. Because this probably that's probably a really expensive wig that she's got. That's probably a really expensive wig that she's got. That don't come off. That don't come off. Her dude can probably pull on that. That don't come off. She's not sitting that on a mannequin head at night. That probably stays on. You know, she probably curls it, you know, can style it a little bit. I'm sure. That ain't something that comes off. But like I said, I prefer Sharon like this. You know, I preferred her like this. I mean, she had a little lip gloss on, you know. She could have got a lineup before she took her picture. You know, she could have got a lineup back in the day, but you know, she was doing what she could do. And at least she did keep the same texture, the same color and texture look, like, right? You know, it just kind of looks like she just fried it up a little bit. You know, it just looked like she fried it up a little bit. But that's definitely not hers. She ain't fooling me. That's definitely not hers. I mean, it's hers because she paid for it. But, you know, she didn't grow that. She didn't grow that. But I couldn't find a spouse. I couldn't find, and I didn't really look that deep. You know what? Let me see. Let me see if I can just be petty real quick. Let me just see. Hold on a second. We got that. Let me see if I can put here. I think she was in the military. Let's see if we got images. I'm not showing. Yeah, it's not bringing anybody up. I put in her husband. Oh, well, maybe her husband would. I put in the name. Hold on one second. Yeah, she's not showing up. She not show. Uh-oh. 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 Wait a minute. I might have found something. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. Is that Sharon? Is that Sharon? I'm trying to get this picture to come up. Previous. Where's she at? Okay, yeah, it's so old it ain't let me bring it up. Let me see if I can blow it up a little bit. Now I'm gonna have to do this. I'm being raggedy right now, y'all, but hold on a second. Just look to the right. Look to the right. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? I think that's her boo. I think that's her boo. Or was her boo. She don't show no current pictures with this dude. So I don't know who this cat is. But I think that's her boo. That don't look like no work photo. Yeah, she had blew up for a minute too. So she done a good job of getting her weight back down. I'm glad she got healthy. I'm glad she got healthy. But yeah, I think that's Sharon's boo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that's her boo thing. Let me see if I can get. Okay, we're there. And in this guy's name, oh, wait a minute. Who is this? Oh, no, that ain't. That's a business thing. See, there goes another one. Sharon Steele. Who is, yep, that's the same one. And see, she's not in any of these pictures with anybody else. So I think that was her boo thing. They might not be together no more. I can't catch a picture of her with her hand. Yeah. She got some good wigs. She got some real good wigs. Good for you, Sharon. Got you some wigs. I don't know who that is right there. I don't know why that says Sharon Pender, and that's a dude. We ain't gonna get all off into that. But anyway, Yeah. So where we at with this thing? I think we pretty much. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. That was her boo. That was her boo. Hey, bingo. I see you act silly like I do sometimes up in here, X Friedman. Appreciate you coming through tonight. Appreciate all y'all coming through. The 5, 6 of us in, and we got a couple tunk hands. We got a couple tunk hands going in here. He said that wig is heat resistant. Oh, I'm sure it is. She got that good quality hair. She got that good quality hair. That came off of a human. I'm sure she got some good human hair. No, she ain't got no horse hair. That's some good human hair. Yeah. Yeah, somebody walking around bald head in India for sure. I can definitely tell that. And that's okay. That's okay. She making that money. And now she got their grant money. So she about to go buy some good wigs. Some good wigs. Oh, yeah, she got some human hair. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody named Patel gave up that hair. You know what? It might be some of Kamala's people. Some of Kamala's people might have gave up that hair. Yeah. I'm telling you, some of Kamala's people might have gave up that hair. She might have a little brokering thing going. All her people over there, we know that's what they do. That hair is strong. That hair is strong like guitar strings and stuff. So she might have some people over there be like, look, Kamala go over there and go home and stuff. Be like, look, you niggas want to make some money? It's time to get them haircuts. We got to get them haircuts. I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, there's a long list of lies that Kamala has told. But this is how she became the most truthful person in the Biden administration. Because she said it.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
And she meant that shit. She meant it, y'all. When Kamala said,
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
She meant that shit. Don't you understand? She meant it. And now that she's done put together the 125 mil bill, she giving money to Hispanics. She giving money to the whites. She giving money to the mulattoes, the milk toast mulattoes. And then she's giving money to the divestors. Because we already know Sharon's one of us, but she ain't fucking with none of us. And it is what it is. I mean, Kamala said it.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No.
And why wouldn't we expect anything different? Why wouldn't we expect anything different? But I know that there's those vote blue no matter who jigaboos that's going to still do the same thing in 24. And y'all should just be ready for Kamala to become president. Because truthfully, and I ain't trying to burn toast on old Joe, he going to go when he going to go. He might go on his next fall. He might go peacefully in his sleep. He might go over and get in one of these summits and get overseas. Wouldn't that be crazy if we lost our president overseas in a summit? You know, they get Joe all mad and stuff over there, and he get to clutching his chest, talking about Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. That's what's going to happen, man. This pressure going to get to Joe. And you know what happens if the pressure gets to Joe? You know who your president is.
Slow down, everybody. No. Can I get a witness?
That's gonna be Kamala. That's gonna be Kamala at Joe's funeral. She's gonna be like, "Can I get a witness? This nigga dead. I made it to president. Can I get a witness?" She's gonna say it over and over.
I get a witness.
Can I get a witness?
Yeah, that's the way it's going to be, for real. I don't believe Joe can make it. See, what you got to look at is Joe is 81 now. He's going to be 82 by the next election. And if he runs another 4, that would put him at 86. Y'all think Joe going to make it to 86? Do you really believe Joe Biden's going to make it to 86? Come on now. You're possibly looking at your next president, because I believe they got some shit in the game for Orange Julius. I don't think he's going to make it. Frankly, if he does make it, he's probably going to beat Joe. If he avoids prison, he's probably going to beat Joe. But if they get him in bracelets before the election, he obviously can't run the country from cell block D. So Joe would probably win because there's not another Republican that can beat him. Donald's the only one that can beat him. Oh, see, there you go. There you go, challenging me again. There you go, challenging me again. And here you go. Here you go.
Chased by KA sign. Wanted by the stigmas, now the Q's wanna try. They want some ski wheat, ski wheat. Ski wheat, ski wheat.
I'm on a level of pettiness tonight to where, because truthfully, this stream was actually supposed to come up last night. Last night got all fucked up in the game and really couldn't deliver. So tonight I'm in a whole different space. Still kind of fucked up, but I'm on a level of pettiness tonight. I was quite prepared. Oh yeah. Yeah, he 81. Gonna be 82. And by the time he would finish the term, that would put him at 86. Joe ain't gonna make it to 86. I don't see it. I don't see it. But all y'all that's gonna vote for him, I got something for you too.
Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what y'all gonna get. Y'all gonna get a big bag of buttermilk biscuits if you vote for Joe again. The fact that you voted for him the first time was crazy to me. But you're going to vote for him again, and you're going to vote Kamala in, and then where we going to be?
Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
Yeah. And rest in power to the brother who actually said that. The brother who said that, it died. He ended up dying, you know. I don't know his name, but I know he's gone. I know he just checked out not too long ago. So definitely rest in power to that brother. I'm definitely not making fun of the dead, but he made that. That's a crazy drop for me now.
Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
Yeah. But rest in power to that brother, you know. Much respect to him and what he tried to do while he was out here. He couldn't get over that health hump, man. He couldn't get over that health hump, you know. So we got what we got in, but I'm going to be leading in to what I've got going next. And I don't know if y'all seen this sister or not. Takia Young met her demise at the hand of a race soldier with a badge. They accused her. And this is what people ain't even looking at. People ain't looking at. They accused her of stealing some liquor out of a store. I guess there was a whole bunch of them in there taking liquor. And here this girl was pregnant. And she was up there. They said she had bottles, but she did not take any out of the store. She must have got spooked or must have knew that the store personnel was on to her. So she put the bottles down and made it to her car. And by the time she got to her car, they surrounded her. And she put her car in gear, and the race soldier with a badge killed her. This motherfucker right here, Connor Grubb. Connor Grubb killed her. One shot, killed her and her unborn baby. She left behind 2 other children. So she was a mother of 3, died, and she didn't have no liquor in the car. They said she's on camera putting the bottles down before she exited the car. They already done figured that out. So his ass needs to go to prison. The fact that he shot through her windshield and murdered her on suspicion of stealing liquor. Now his monkey ass as a police officer As a veteran police officer, why the fuck would you stand in front of a running vehicle? What if she does hit the gas on your ass? And I wish she would have hit the gas because she'd have flipped him over, that motherfucker, and she'd probably still be alive. But no, she put the car in drive and it slow rolled about 8 inches and he put one in her fucking body. And she died, and her unborn baby died. And that motherfucker needs to go to prison. They got him on administrative leave without pay. He should have been fired and had bracelets put on his ass. As soon as they seen the footage, they were like, damn, dog, what'd you even have your gun out for? She was suspected. She was suspected of stealing liquor, fucking liquor. She didn't rob the joint. She didn't have a ski mask on. She didn't put a pistol in nobody's face. She was suspected of stealing liquor. And because she allowed her car to roll forward a few inches, you put one in her and kill her and her unborn baby. And I know he probably didn't know she was pregnant with child. But why the fuck are you drawing down on her? You supposed to Starsky and Hutch up on that motherfucking hood, nigga. That's what you were supposed to do. Or maybe not get in front of a car that's already fucking running. So we're going to talk more about this. We're going to break Connor Grubb down because he took this sister out. So that's what I'll be doing next. That's what I'll be on next. Thank you, sis. Yeah, we're going to jump into Columbus, Ohio. And we're going to jump in Connor Grubb's ass because he needs to go down. There's absolutely no reason that he would have had his gun drawn on somebody suspected of stealing liquor. We getting killed for liquor bottles. We getting killed for donuts. We getting killed for beef jerky. We getting killed for orange juice. We getting killed for shit that is pennies on a dollar at the cost of the retail outlet. And ain't nobody going to jail. Killing us. And I'm not saying that people are right for stealing or allegedly stealing things. But they have her on camera putting the bottles down. So she absolutely didn't steal nothing. But she lost her life and her unborn baby lost their life and her 2 children lost their mama. So this motherfucker gotta go. Connor Grubb. Remember his name. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up what I got popping tonight. We are where we are, man. We are where we are. The most truthful person in the Biden administration. The most truthful. She ain't told no lies, y'all. She told you.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
She told you. She wasn't gonna do shit for us. And she's kept her promise. You gotta respect that. She stands on her shit. You gotta respect that. And I know it just ain't Black folks that's out there voting for Joe. It's a lot of white folks out there too. And there's some white folks out there that actually think she's doing something, just like they thought Barack was doing something. Kamala ain't did shit, just like Barack didn't do shit, but make a whole bunch of white people richer. $125 million bill for Black small businesses going the other direction. I'm surprised they didn't give no money to Native Americans. I'm surprised. I'm surprised the AAPI people didn't get no money. They could have just threw in everybody. It's for BIPOC. But this is what they do to us because they don't respect us. They absolutely don't respect us. And I always say, if you don't respect us, don't expect us. Please don't. We not voting for y'all motherfuckers no more. At least the real ones not. Cornel West is looking better and better. I just hope other people feel the same way, because I believe Brother Cornel gets a little wind behind his sails and somebody can get in his ear and be like, look, you really want to push this thing? You better start talking about shit, bringing this country really together, closing that wealth gap, not racial, wealth gap. And the way you close the wealth gap is to give American freedmen what they're rightfully owed. Pay us now. Because Kamala already said it.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
And she meant it. One love.
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the Black people in this country are demanding, and even the Black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well then, show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well then, stick to your word. And let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a woman, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No.
Find out buzz, chased by KA sign. Wanted by the stigmas, now the accused wanna try. They want some ski-week, ski-week. Ski-week, ski-week.
Slow down, everybody. No. Can I get a witness?